Hey everybody, it's Angie and welcome to Hot and Flashy. In today's video, I've got my faves and fails for February 2023. So it was a very busy February, got a lot done, did a couple of new makeup videos and found a couple of really great products, had some epic fails along the way in those because, can't always love everything. Reviewed a skincare device that I've been testing for a long time and had really great results with, and I'm so happy about that one. And just, things that I tried behind the scenes that maybe didn't make it into a video that I wanted to let you know about, things that have helped me to up my beauty game and that I like to share with you guys in case you are looking for something that might do the same for you. So let's get into it. Got a lot to go over here today. I think the thing that I was most excited about this month was finally doing my review on the Nera at-home laser device. I started using this back in September, and unfortunately I slightly mistimed it because you are supposed to start seeing results with this after 60 days, but you're supposed to see full results with it after 90 days. And everyone was looking for a review on this for Black Friday, for the big sales, and I wasn't quite done with the 90 days. I was only 67 days in then, so I did kind of a mini review, and the results were looking pretty good after 67 days, so I was really happy with it then. But there was a little snafu in that there was a delay because they ran out, so some people are still, I think, waiting for their device from that video. So in the meantime, I was supposed to put up the follow-up after 90 days, and because they were still out of stock, I delayed putting it up until I had been using it for about 5 months. And so I took the before and after pictures, and oh my gosh, was I just amazed and blown away at the results in the before and after pictures after 5 months. What this is FDA cleared for is use around the eye area for your periorbital wrinkles. And what I love most about this is that, there are other things that can tackle your wrinkles out to the sides of your eyes, your crow's feet, like Botox and things like that. But there's really nothing that you can do so much for wrinkles under your eyes. There was a big reduction in the wrinkles under my eyes, and not just when my face is still, even when I'm smiling and my wrinkles are crinkled up, I even saw a reduction in my wrinkles then. It didn't completely erase them, so don't think it's going to do that for you, but it did reduce them and make them smaller, and that is a win for me. I do have a 10% off discount currently with Nera for this. They are still out of stock, so if you use my link and go over to the website, you'll be able to either sign up for their email list to be notified when it's back in stock, or you can purchase one with the 10% off, and you'll probably be waiting about 5 to 7 weeks to get it. If you want to see the rest of the before and after pictures, I'll put the link for that video right up here for you, and you can bounce over and check that one out. Oh, also another fave this month while I'm pointing over there is my little hot and flashy sign. Did you guys notice that? I think I had it lit in 1 or 2 videos this month. My daughter got me that for Christmas. What a great surprise it was. She is just the best little gift giver, always so thoughtful. I know a couple people noticed it and had commented how cute it was, so thanks for that, those of you who liked it. All right, let's stay with the beauty gadgets for a minute. You guys know how much I love my Omnilux mask. It's an LED mask that I've been using for over a year, and it gave me the fastest visible difference in my skin. I felt like my skin looked firmer, my wrinkles looked smaller, my skin was glowy and fresh looking. I felt like my pores were reduced, and it's just been the most fabulous thing. It is a little bit spendy at $3.95. I do have a 10% off discount code with Omnilux. I always recommend to you guys that you get it because it is so fabulous. And since then, people have been asking me about all these other masks that are on the market. And generally, I take a look at the specs of them and I think, it's less, but it's also giving you less. It doesn't have the same wavelength of light. It doesn't have the same number of light bulbs. They just don't stack up as well as the Omnilux mask does in my book, or else some of them are even more expensive and they have fewer light bulbs and stuff like that. So I'm like, definitely don't get that. The Omnilux is the best value. Well, this month I got sent a different mask in PR. I checked out the specs on it and I'm like, oh, that's very similar to the Omnilux. And the price on this one is almost $100 less. And I'm pretty sure that I I can get a discount code with them. When I get it, I'll put the information in the information box below the video. So the mask in question is the higher dose mask. So this is very similar to the Omnilux mask. I think the mask itself, shape-wise, size-wise, size of the holes and whatnot, it's almost identical to the Omnilux mask. The main physical difference with it is that it has a strap for the top of your head. But as far as the light bulbs are concerned and the controller and everything, the Omnilux mask has 66 bulbs and this one has 62 bulbs. So 4 bulbs fewer, and each bulb delivers both red and near infrared light, just like the Omnilux mask. 4 bulbs less, but I'm not sure that 4 bulbs is going to make that huge of a difference. And you know, if $350 was just never within your price range, but something under $300 might be, then this might be a slightly better buy for you. Higher Dose doesn't make any other masks like this. Like Omnilux has the neck and chest bib, and it also has the hand mask, but I think this one's good. I've worn it a couple times. It's very comfortable. The straps work really well to hold the mask nice and tight against your face. I'm not sure that I love or need the over the top of the head strap, just because I usually have my hair in a top knot or a ponytail, and so I have to go to the side of it. It has a 10-minute mode and it has a 20-minute mode, whereas the Omnilux only has 10-minute modes. But I mean, obviously you can do the Omnilux twice. This one came with like little goggles, little blackout goggles, so if you were concerned about the red light, you could wear these with it. This one is finally one that I think really is like right there, approaching as good as the Omnilux. It's slightly not as good, but for the $100 difference. All right, then aside from the Nera, the thing that I was most excited about this entire month was this Peter Thomas Roth Instant Firmex No Filter Primer. I tried this in my video last Friday, and oh my gosh, it is so good, you guys. If you guys struggle with enlarged pores or fine lines and wrinkles, or you just want like a little extra face tightening, this is the primer for you. This is one of those like film former kind of primers. So you put it on, it takes a very tiny amount of this. You just spread it over your pores, a very thin layer, and then you let your face sit still for like 3 to 7 minutes while it dries and set. And oh my gosh, when I came back to the camera, you know, of course I took before of my pores and after. When I came back and saw the difference, I was like, oh my gosh, this is the thing for me. So my before picture, I'm pretty shiny because I have on my sunscreen, and my sunscreen always leaves me shiny, and the shine always accentuates my pores. And so I love it that I'll be able to use it just over my sunscreen. Like I've been looking for something like this for years, and my skin just looks like velvet, like super perfected. Pores are gone, wrinkles are diminished, eye bags are diminished. I mean, it is so good. And then the best part is that I found a makeup that I can put on over it. Now, not everything will work with this. I did have some hit or misses with it. Like I had bought this Summer Fridays sheer skin tint to try with it. I tried this with it off camera one day, didn't work at all, just didn't go over this very well. So we'll be trying that when I'm not wearing this, but I did try my Dior foundation with this. It worked really well. And the combo that I'm wearing today that I loved from the Sephora video is this. Oh my gosh, you guys, did you see me just toss that over my shoulder? Oh gosh, well anyway, it is this Tarte Amazonian Clay Blurring Powder Foundation, and look, it didn't break. It's a miracle. And I feel like putting a powder over this is really kind of the best thing for it, because once this dries, it's very dry. And then if you put a liquid on over it, it kind of makes the effect minimize a little bit, but it doesn't make it completely disappear. So your pores still do look minimized, but it works the best with like a powder foundation. But this is nice. This is a nice powder foundation. You know, I can keep it in my purse. I can like do a little touch up on my nose if I need to. So I've been really enjoying this foundation. I tried the new L'Oreal True Match foundation this month, and I was so thrilled that it now comes with a pump. So this is a big improvement, but they also reformulated it. And the old formulation was one of my holy grail foundations. I just loved how it looked on my skin. It was a nice satin matte, but not a flat matte, really beautiful, and the color match for me was spot on. When I went to the store and bought this, I bought the same color that I had always used in the original True Match. and that was N3, neutral 3. Well, the new neutral 3 is very light and very yellow, has a lot of yellow undertones, so it just didn't match me anymore. And so I was saying, oh, I'm gonna have to go back to the store and get another one. Well, lo and behold, 3 days later, in came a PR box from L'Oreal with 3 shades in it. For those of you who were asking, because you were like, well, let us know what shade you're wearing because you're the same shade, it's W3 in the new formulation. So I've worn this bunch. I really like it a lot. It is more lightweight and more natural looking on the skin than the old, but I found the wear of this one to be a little bit longer, and I actually like it better because it does look natural on the skin. Some other makeup faves from this month, I tried the e.l.f. Bite Size palette. This one is in I Love You a Latte. I really love this little palette. For a $3 drugstore palette, these eyeshadows are really well formulated. They blend beautifully. The colors are very subtle. This is a completely matte palette, but the eyeshadow I'm wearing today is a new love based on an old love. I used to really love the Dior 5 Colors palette. It was the most beautiful palette with the most perfect colors, and they discontinued it. Well, I bought a new one, and this one is in the colorway called Soft Cashmere. This is so beautiful. This is like my ultimate perfect palette. Here are the colors in it. This is just gorgeous. I'm wearing it today, and I just love, like this is just so my eyeshadow look. I love cool neutrals. I love a little bit of shimmer on the eyelid. I love a perfect shade of mid-tone matte to do my crease and disguise my hooded eyes. And it's small and compact, you know, you can travel with it. It's great. Anyway, love this, used it today. I have a couple of new lippy loves to share with you guys. The less expensive one from the everything under $15 new makeup video is the e.l.f. lip stains. I'm wearing this one today. The shade on here is called Pinkies Up, and this is the most beautiful lip stain. It's not drying at all, and it really does kind of stain your lips. You know, it's not gonna last an entire day. It's not like the kind of thing that's gonna be like on there and not come off when you eat or drink. It's gonna come off on your cup. It's gonna come off on your straw. It's gonna come off on somebody if you kiss them. But it does stain your lips and leave a little bit of color on there. Let me show you the 2 colors that I have it in. This one is Pinkies Up, and this one is called Power Mauve, and that one is beautiful too. If you're just looking for a little stain of like a berry color, it's so pretty. And then the other lippy that I've been loving this month is this one from Lawless. It's supposed to be like a plumping balm gloss, and I wore this in the Sephora video, and it is just the prettiest color. It's called Posy. This is just like a beautiful mauvey color, and it does give you like a little bit of that plumping tingle. I don't feel like it really like plumps up my lips, but it's very nice feeling on the lips, and I like to wear it without like any lip liner or anything, just like put it on and go, and it just gives my lips this really pretty little flush of pink. In my 2 makeup try-on videos, I tried on 2 different mascaras this month. One was a fave, one was a fail. The fave one was the Give by Gwen Stefani Can't Stop Staring mascara. This is a really good mascara. I'm so happy with it. It gives the most beautiful looking lashes, long, full, stays all day, doesn't chip, doesn't smudge. But I think my favorite thing about it is the wand. This is a really great wand for helping you get your mascara on if you're older. You know, I have been having a problem lately with like the really big fluffy wands that they go through my lashes, and I end up with mascara all over my eyelid. And this one, the wand, has just those little more like teeth, and so they don't comb all the way through my lashes and hit my eyelid. Plus, I love this little ball on the end. That little ball, I can just take it and like flick at the outer corner of my lashes. This little ball is also great for doing your underneath lashes, your lower lash line. So it's a really great mascara. If you're looking for a good new mascara, give this one a try. The fail one was this Essence Lash Like a Boss mascara. And it's so funny because for the first 3/4 of the video, I love this. I thought this was the most beautiful mascara. I put it on and I was like, oh my gosh, this looks so great. And it was wearing well through like 7 hours, but somewhere between 7 and 10 hours, it decided to smudge all underneath my eyes. And I literally came back for the 10-hour check-in and was like, what the heck happened? All right, I really wish this wasn't so funny, but look at this. what I thought was gonna be like the world's best mascara ever. It was just comical how badly it had crashed in just a few hours. And a lot of people had written in and said, I don't think it's the mascara. I think it might be the eyeliner you're using. And I was like, I don't think so, because I had used two different eyeliners, and why would they both do the same thing? Because it was smudged under both eyes. Well, since then I have done a little experiment where I tried the Gwen Stefani mascara on one eye with the eyeliner in question. I put this one alone with no eyeliner on the other eye, used the same stuff underneath, the same concealer, same powder, everything. And can I tell you, this smudged so much faster that day than it did the first day I wore it. So I actually had worse luck with it when I did the test, but it was definitely the mascara. But Essence did write in underneath my video and they said, oh, sorry you didn't like that one. Maybe you would like the waterproof version. So I have picked up the waterproof version and I'm wearing it today. My plan is to wear it all day. I'll come back at the end of the day. And I really, really liked Essence leaving me just a lovely comment, just very nice, saying, oh, hey, sorry that didn't work out. Why don't you try this one? So trying it today, let me show you what the lashes look like, because they are just so big and so pretty, and I love it. So that is the waterproof version. I've only had it on for about an hour. I'll come back after 10 hours and let you know what it looked like. I'll bring that in right now. All right, 10 o'clock check-in on the waterproof mascara. Here is what it looks like. Much, much better than the non-waterproof version. It does have a couple of tiny flakes here and there, but nothing too major. So how'd it go? I don't know. It's 10 hours in the future. I hope it did well. And I just wanted to give my brush set a plug this month. I feel like I haven't talked about them since around the holidays maybe, but I think we were out of stock a little bit around the holidays. We just wanted to mention that everything is back in stock. So whether you want like the beautiful blush brush, so soft, so plush, we'll put on cream or powder blush perfectly every time. Or if you want the Kitten Paw A506 concealer brush, I was just using it like an hour ago when I was putting my makeup on and thinking like what a game changer this has been for me, and how perfect it is, and how the comments that I've received on it have been just so terrific. Like there's a comment under almost every single video about how much you love the brushes, whether you have just the concealer brush or all the eyeshadow brushes or the entire set. People are just always writing in saying, I got the brush set, I love it, it's so perfect, it's changed how I applied my eyeshadow, it's changed how I've applied concealer, it's made it so easy. My, more mature, not perfect skin actually looks great when I use these brushes. So it's just been like the most wonderful experience. I love hearing your feedback on them, and I just want to say thank you for, trying them if you did, but that they're all in stock. So if you buy the 7-piece set, you get 5 eyeshadow brushes, the blush brush, and the concealer brush. You can also get them each individually. But you can always use my discount code to get 10% off. It's Angie10 over at BK Beauty if you want to try one of my brushes. All right, let's talk hair for a second. Not much new going on with the hair, except that I started using an old hair device that I haven't used in a long time to curl my hair, and I kind of like how it's coming out better than with the curling iron that I had been using. So what I've been using is my InStyler. This had been put away like in the move, and I hadn't gotten it out until I went to Greece last summer. And when I was going to Greece, I couldn't bring any of my normal hair things because they weren't dual voltage. So the only thing I could bring that was dual voltage was this. And so I used it on the trip, and it was the hero of the trip. This is just the best tool because it can kind of sleekify it while curling it at the same time. So I've been really enjoying this. I had been using a GHD curling iron for a while, but what I found with that one is it has a clamp, and my hair is just so fine that I would always end up with like a crimp mark in my hair somewhere around here or here. I try so hard when I'm using that thing to not get the crimp mark, and I always think I don't have it, and then I'm watching back a video and I'm like, oh my god, my hair's it's dented. It's dented again. So I have started using this, and I don't get any dents with this because I pretty much have to hold this like upside down over my head, take a piece of hair, like wrap it around and then clamp it together. Really been enjoying this. I kind of love it. have loved it for years. All right, clothes, jewelry, accessories are next. I don't really have much to report here. I have a fave and a fail, and the fail is these funny tights. Have you guys seen these on like Instagram and stuff? They're these really super thick, like fleece lined black tights, but when you put your leg in, it kind of looks like you're wearing semi-sheer black pantyhose, right? Because it kind of, the flesh tone of the lining kind of shows through. And so I thought, oh, those are perfect for New England. Anytime I want to wear like a dress, my legs are always freezing. They look okay when you first put them on, but the problem is that they are just so thick that they make your legs look like plastic doll legs. They bunch up behind your knees, so they don't bend well. So I had them on. I never really wore them. I put them on, and then I looked at myself in the mirror with what I was wearing, and I was like, oh, yeah, no, that just looks ridiculous, and especially when you bend your knees and they're all bunched up back there. But what I do love, I love this sweater, and I keep wearing it. Like I've worn it like every week. It's just like the perfect neutral little sweater. You know, it's not super warm. It's not super cool. It's lightweight. It's ribbed. It just looks so good. And I love the little puffy sleeve. When I ordered this, I wasn't expecting it to be very good because on the model, the sleeve looked enormous, like this huge puff. And I was like, I don't want that. I don't want a huge puff. I just want something to give it a little extra pizzazz. And this is perfect that way. So I really love this sweater. I like how form-fitting it is. I like the V-neck. Just been wearing it a lot, so I really like it and wanted to share it with you. So I think that that is everything that I had to share with you in today's faves and fails. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found it helpful and informative. If you did, go ahead and give the video a like. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. As always, I thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate your watching. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.